What are you doing, crazy spider? This is a daily occurrence with this one. Oh man, I wish I could get a... I'm gonna try and get a ventral shot here. Since it's sitting there like that, maybe I can actually figure out what this one is. But yeah, look forward to some feedings coming right up. Okay guys, here is the Brachypelma bamey. We're on the side of the glass. There's a perfect ventral shot for you. It's not zoomed in, but I'm going to try and zoom it in for you so you can get just a tad bit of a better look. Tripod's not being cooperative. And then now I can't see. Okay, so there is the ventral picture of the Brachypelma bamey. I'm holding the tripod, that's why it's moving back and forth. God, I wished I would stop shaking like this. Okay, there, we'll let the tripod just sit still. So there's your picture. Let me know what you guys think. Just for the heck of it, see what you guys could come up with. Do some research on online. Go to Arachnoboards, go to a couple other places, see what you could come up with as far as, you know, trying to ventrally sex your spider. Maybe this will help some of you, and then we'll let you know what it is. I don't know, in another video or two I'll reveal what we have here, at least what I think it is. And I sent the picture to a friend to confirm, to make sure that he's really good at ventral sexing. Sometimes they can be a bit confusing, especially with the darker colored abdomen spiders like this. It tends to be just a little bit more difficult, where I think some Poecilotheria are pretty easy to do. Metallicas are not, until they get a little bit bigger. But there are some species that are pretty obvious. My Orphanacus philippinus was completely obvious. My Brachypelma vagans was completely obvious. While, you know, the pictures, if you guys saw online, I know the pictures are on Tarantula Keepers. They might be also on the Tarantula Community. I'm pretty sure I put them on both. They may even be on Tarantula Keepers of the World. There's a picture of the Brachypelma vagans upside down molting, and you have a perfectly clear ventral picture. And you'll be able to look at that because you know that the Brachypelma vagans is a female. Now the Homoioma species blue, that there's also pictures of on, I believe, all three sites too, or all three groups. You'll be able to see that one upside down, and you'll be able to see the difference. And that one's a male, and you should be able to see, kind of distinguishing the difference between what it would look like there in that trapezoid area above, in between the top two book lungs. You're looking for the Epiandrus furrow and the Epiandrus fusillae. I think it's Epiandrius, right? Epiandrius fusillae, which would be the little tiny spinnerets that help make the sperm web on males. And there's distinguishing ways to figure that out. Sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. And I was up in the air with this one a little bit, but I think I'm pretty sure now, just because I took some pictures and they weren't really perfectly clear for me, but I'm pretty sure what we have here. So let me know what you know, what you think in the comments, and we're going to get right down to probably feeding like maybe 4 or 5 slings, because I want to try, there's something I want to try with the video, something I haven't done before, so I'm using this as an experiment. Hopefully it'll work for me. I just got to figure out exactly what I got to do. Dave Scott gave me some pointers, so hopefully it's going to do what I want it to do. So let me get some spiders down. We're going to feed Brachypelma bamey, Grammostola, Grammostola iharingi. It's not the actual grossa. Again, go to the Tarantula Community. There's a post there about the issues with the Grammostola species right now, and how some of them are maybe not what we think, what they think they are. I had coffee, so I'm hiccuping actually. So we'll feed the Brachypelma hamorii, Grammostola grossa, probably the Ephebopus rufescens, the Acanthoscurria geniculata will feed ash again, and I'm not sure from there what else we'll do, but between 4 and 8 spiders we'll do. So hopefully they'll be about 1.5 minutes each. I'm gonna go get the dog in real quick, and then I'll start filming. Okay guys, we're going to start off with Ash, the Acanthoscurria geniculata. This will be feeding number 2 post-molt. Some of the spiders that molted last week, the Grammostola pulchripes, the Noctimus brachyramosa, and Homo species blue, Brachypelma vagans as well, all will be fed in the next few days, so that'll be a video with those guys. I'm curious to see what will happen with the Noctimus brachyramosa. That's going to be I'm not going to feed that one helicopter view like this one. We'll try and feed that one and then look at it through the side. Hopefully we'll be able to see what it does, because it's still very, very nervous. It's still, when you mess with the enclosure, it's still running around all over the place. But anyway, here's Ash, and yes ma'am. All right, let's get down now. I want to see some dancing. I think everybody that we're going to feed will probably, hopefully eat. I think I picked 7. The Grammostola grossa, quote unquote, actually iharingi, the Ephebopus rufescens, the Chilobrachys fimbriatus, of course, Ash, the Acanthoscurria geniculata, Brachypelma hamorii, Hapalopus species Columbia large sling, and the Davus pentaloris sling. Okay, that's enough of Ash, even though she's doing some booty wiggling. I am really, really stoked that, you know, at least this one's female. I'm not sure what Rio is yet, but that one should be molting sometime in the near future. Although I could say that just about anybody, right? Because that's a definition of how long the near future actually is. Okay, next up. Okay, this is Envy, the Grammostola. I'm still going to say grossa, but based on what I've come to find out from Pedro Souza, that this has been misidentified as far as the transfer of synonym from iharingi and what was actually described as iharingi versus, I think, Grammostola giganta, or was it Anthritisae? I can't remember which one, but they're telling me that what we know as the Grammostola grossa is actually the Grammostola iharingi. So we'll say both for now, and hopefully sometime in the near future, before I'm done with the hobby, that they'll have Grammostolas all figured out so that we know exactly what we have. By then I probably won't care anymore, but so here we go. Let's see what happens. Bam. Sorry, Rob C, but I'm stealing your line there. Let's see if this one will dance for us. Yes, we will. At least a little bit. I would like to pick up what we are being sold as the Grammostola iharingi, which are the ones that are black that have the red abdomen, because I'm kind of partial to spiders like that are black that have the red abdomens. The Cericopelma rubronitans, Brachypelma vagans, the angustum, Cericopelma angustum, the Brachypelma sabulosum, spiders like that tend to get that black color with that red abdomen. Just is kind of appealing to me. Lasiodora species. Okay, next up. Okay, Ephebopus rufescens, the burgundy skeleton. Sorry, I forgot the common names for the first 2, and I'll have a discussion about common names soon. I know, because there's a few people that would like them to be more implemented, and I'll kind of explain my views, and I'll explain their views too, and try to give you guys some kind of idea of what I feel, basically. And I'm not saying that the majority of the hobby is this way, because it's not, but anyway, I don't want to get into all that right now. The Acanthoscurria geniculata is the Brazilian giant white knee, and who else do we feed? Oh, the Grammostola grossa / iharingi. I have no idea what the common name is for that one, so I never actually bothered to even look it up. So let's try and feed this guy. This one's usually really good about feeding and is extremely fast. There we go. See what I mean? I mean, like lightning fast with the strikes, with the movements. Very fast spider. So, quick fact on the Ephebopus genus. At one point in time, the Tapenicinius violaceus was actually in the Ephebopus family, or Ephebopus genus, sorry, not family. Yeah, it was actually at one point called the Ephebopus violaceus. Then I think it was moved to the Avicularia violaceus, and then eventually moved to the Tapenicinius violaceus. I am just absolutely fascinated with this spider. I honestly wish that it would stay this size the whole time, even though it's fast as lightning. I mean, I can't wait till it's big. You know, I mean, they're 5-6 inch spiders. All the Ephebopus are relatively in that general range. I think the Miridus get about 5.5. I'm not sure about the others. I think the Cyanonathus they're probably all relatively real close. I'm not sure exactly, you know, like extreme sizes that they can get to, but yeah, I'm absolutely intrigued with this spider, and this spider was a gift. Now, it was added on to my order when I did the deal with Pulp Frictions, and this was from Amy and Quentin. I am absolutely enthralled with this spider. The Ephebopus genus is quickly becoming my favorite genus overall. I'd like to get the Ottoman. I know Vlad's got a female that is sitting on a sac, I believe, so I definitely will want to get one of those. I'd love to get another one of these, the Ephebopus rufescens. So I think that may be, if I purchase a spider at Buffalo, it would most likely be something along the lines of this. I have 2 of the Miridus. I have 1 Cyanonathus and 1 of these, so I'd like to have 2 of each would be my goal. And then I'm going to cut back on some other stuff to concentrate on a few things more. I sent a list to Jay from Boxing Boa because he wanted to know when I was getting ready to sell some stuff. So if he's not interested in anything there, then I'll make that list public. I didn't add 1 spider on that list for because I do want to get this one to Peyton if she wants the Heteroscodra maculata, because she's got one. It's a juvenile, and it might be a good breeding project for her in the future. They're a very easy species to breed, so it wouldn't be a bad one to start out with. I think mine's a male, but I'm not 100% sure. It's still dark, but it's still small, so I think it's only about 2.25 inches, maybe. Okay, let's move on. Okay, here is Maligro, the Brachypelma hamorii. Very special spider. It's the first one I actually quote unquote saved. I don't know that I actually saved it, but I came in pretty much, I thought, DOA. And we're thriving now, doing well. Doesn't dig, doesn't use a hide, doesn't do anything but move from this spot to the other side, on top of a log, to back to this spot, to the other side, to back on top of a log. That's about really all it does. We'll see if it's wanting to eat. This will be the first time the cricket didn't run right in front of the spider when I put it in there. And I know this argument goes on in other forums and other places. People get pissed off when you say spider when you're talking about tarantula, but I really don't care either way. They're all spiders to me. They're just true, or you know, you have the Maglemorphs and you have true spiders, and then you have these, but I think they all belong to the Arachnae family, right? So that's what it is, the family. What is that cricket doing in there? So the beginner series is going to start Wednesday. I'm going to try and film that tonight. If I can't get it filmed tonight, it's going to have to, there we go. It's going to have to wait to a Thursday upload because I have my granddaughter tomorrow and I have to take my paperwork into work for my ankle. apparently they're now saying that they don't believe it's the Achilles tendon that the actual injury is on, that there's possibly either a nerve issue there in that ankle or a vein that is damaged. So when I flex, if you think about when you walk and you take your step and you're going to push off and you're flexing your foot forward, so you're going from that 90-degree angle to, you know, say 80 degrees or whatever it is, that's when I have the majority of my pain. And so he's thinking possibly that there's, you know, soft tissue damage on the outside part there of that tendon, the Achilles tendon, and there's another tendon that runs through there, so there could be a soft tissue damage between the two, or a issue with a vein or a nerve. So they're going to send me for an EMG, which is I think an electro, I'm not sure what the M stands for, but it's gram. So it's going to test the nerves. And I don't know if that's the one where it's like a MRI where they do a picture of the nerves, or if it's where they hook you up to the wires and then they run current through your nerves to see how responsive they are and if there's actually feeling all the way through. If they do that test and then there's something that's going on from that point to my foot, then they know that there's a nerve issue, and how we correct that, I have no idea. This may be something I may have to deal with for quite a long time. So that's what's going on with that. But I'm out. I can get out of the boot. He wants me to start walking out of the boot, which is good. So, okay, a couple more. Haplopus species Columbia large, Davus pentaloris, and the Brachypelma fimbriatus. Okay, now these are also kind of sketchy spiders. They do have quick bursts of speed. They are dwarf species like the Haplopus species Columbia large. Males get considerably about bigger than a Haplopus species Columbia large, though, and these girls will top out at 4 inches. I believe my female is 3 3/4 or 3 7/8. She's damn near the 4-inch mark. Waiting for that male again. If he's male, I'm pretty sure he is, but we're going to feed this one. This is a very vibration sensitive spider, this one in particular. The other two aren't so bad. As long as you don't mess with the web and they're around the web, they generally will be okay with you taking the lid off. They don't run and go crazy. This one tends to be a little bit different. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's been a little while since this one ate, so. So that's the last feeding I have for this video. Like I said, the next feeding video will probably be the ones that molted. What we're going to do with this Sednoctimus brachyramosa is going to be very interesting. I do have more spiders to feed. I may just film them and then use them in clips for, you know, another quick hits video. I generally do them at the end of the month, but I did the one earlier for Tom Moran because it was his birthday. I thought it was a pretty cool and easy way for me to say happy birthday to him, was to throw a quick hits video out there for him. Yeah, and the tarantula tag videos are going strong. The new YouTube, or both the YouTube Facebook group is growing every day, as well as the new tarantula community group is growing every day. I mean, I don't think you'll be disappointed at all if you join that tarantula community group. There is so much good information already being shared that I haven't really seen a lot of in the other groups lately. I like where the vision of that group is going, and I like the direction of where that group is going, and everyone is, you know, the moderators get along really, really well. You'll see some beautiful pictures. You're seeing some pictures of, you know, spermatozoa from different females, so you have an idea of what you may be looking for. You know, if you have, you know, let's say a Brachypelma vagans that's close to molting, you can go there and see if there's a picture of what a Brachypelma vagans spermatozoa would look like at a certain, you know, certain age. I think mine was 2.5 inches on there. So that picture's on there, and then you'll be seeing pictures of a lot of other spermatozoa pictures as they go. I have a handful of them. I just have to put them into a file so that I can upload them. And I know exactly what I'm uploading, because I did name my pictures, some of them. I try to specially name the pictures that have the spermatozoa. So it'll be what the genus and the species, and then generally the size of the spider. I try to put that in my naming of the photo so that I know, but I missed a few. So Okay, so the experiment part of this whole video was just to try and figure out how to do my own thumbnail. So hopefully I'll be able to do that when I upload this video. Hopefully it'll work out for me. Dave Scott, yeah, like I said, Dave Scott gave me the pointers of what to do. I know a lot of people do them in like Photoshop, or, you know, I suppose you could probably take the video and then grab a still out of it and then add that in. But again, knowing where that YouTube wants to put that thumbnail, or where they want to grab it from, kind of tends to be a little bit more difficult. So I haven't tried that before, but I do now have directions on how to do it, so hopefully it's going to work out. So we'll talk to everybody soon, and thanks again for joining in. And I think I have another. I think I'm gonna have another giveaway, but it's not actually going to be a spider. It's going to be something different. I'll explain it. It'll be points at one of the sellers, online sellers. I have points accrued that I'm going to give away to somebody. When they order a spider, they'll be able to utilize my points and, you know, get something else on top of it. If they're still doing that, I hope they are. But yeah, so that's what's going on. And we did hit the 600 subscribers. It only took 2 weeks to get from 500 to 600, which is really, really cool. Hopefully we can match that in the next 2 weeks and get to that 700 mark. And if we do, we'll do something in Buffalo. If anybody's going to Buffalo, again, my brother's going to come with me. He doesn't do inverts, but he's got a Jackson's chameleon, and I can't remember what kind of gecko he's got. Not the gargoyle, crested gecko. He just got a crested gecko not too long ago. So he's looking for, I don't remember what he's looking for, something else up there, and he asked me if I was going. I said, absolutely, I'm going. So he didn't even know I had a YouTube channel, so maybe he'll watch this video, and I don't know. But yeah, I'm rambling. End of the video like I always do. See you guys later. Sayonara. Peace out.